Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful day. Excuse me. And uh be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. Okay? And without further ado, we're going to jump right in. All right? This is going to be a life reading. So let's do it. All right? And we have the Emperor. Okay, moving up. Okay? Sorry, those cards were turned around. And we have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So some things are turning around for you here, okay? There's been this thrust of energy that you have started to feel over these last couple of days. A lot of emotion, a lot of things that have been striking you where it needs to strike you for you to be able to kind of stand up and do the things that you need to do, right? Money is not the focus. Don't, you know what I mean? I am basically some of the only readers that don't support you in chasing money, okay? Because money is not what the spiritual realm is about, right? There's no type of currency that you're exchanging to be alive, okay? You're not exchanging any money for anything to be alive. You are alive because you are alive. You are a spiritual being. You are a being on this planet. And I want to support that within your journey, right? Because that's more important, right? Your emotions, your mentality, your physicality, your spirituality, that is more important for your time here on Earth. Okay, so with the 10 of Swords here, we have a ending comes with what? New beginnings. Okay, so there's things that you are chopping off in your life to become stronger, right? To become more courageous in going after the things that you would like to go after, right? Remember that if you just create something that you love to do, you can create financial resources from that, okay? But do not waste your entire life chasing after something that literally won't mean anything when you're retired. You'll look at a piece of dollar bill and you'll be like, you know what I mean? And trust me, I've talked to many elderly people that have given that same type of explanation of how money means nothing at the end of your life. It means nothing. Okay, so while you're living, at least have an experience of living, right? Because you don't want to get old and tell your kids, well, son, I started making money when I was 15. And from there, what else do you have to say? What else? What other stories? Were you poor? Were you struggling? Did you overcome things? What things can you teach other people in your life's experience? Anyone can teach someone how to make money, but can you inspire other people to be better human beings? That's the difference. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Let's continue here. So yeah, there's some things that you're going to be cutting off. Remember to focus on what you're developing in your life experience, right? Focus on what you're developing in your life experience, right? If you need that financial resource to create the things that you need to create, still you have time to focus, right? Remove distractions, establish discipline, right? And move forward with what you love to do. All right. All of that will come after. You know what I mean? which is why people never obtain success overnight. You'll just never obtain success, right? We're not talking about fame, guys. We're talking about obtaining things that fulfill you, right? Success, right? Happy home, good family, a better way of me treating others, better way of me teaching others, those types of things, right? All that money stuff will come after. Please don't waste your entire life's experience beating yourself up over money, because you'll find out in the end that you wasted your whole life's experience chasing something that gave you nothing in return at the end. And don't say a nice house and a nice car, because that's not no, sorry guys, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading, clarifying that there is a new beginning on the way. Okay, yeah, here with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, a new cycle has started for you. Okay, a new cycle, which means that we cut away all of the old thought processes, right? The old people, places, and things we used to think about, cut it away. We are creating new ideas, new creations, new ways of being, you know what I mean? These are things that are needed in your life's experience, right? If you're living day to day without making any changes, right? No changes at all, you're suffering. You're killing your own life's experience by not creating changes. You know what I mean? You have that free will. You can sit there. You can be a rude, complete asshole to everybody for the rest of your life. You could be a lazy jerk for the rest of your life. You could be a money hungry, chasing, dumb addict for the rest of your life. You could be a money wasting gambler for the rest of your life. You could be a drug addict, an alcoholic for the rest of your life. You can and these things, right? These things will never change, right? Although people that are in these situations will, if you have a one-on-one with them, they'll tell you, I want these things to change. I want a better relationship, right? I don't want to be with this abusive person anymore. I want to stop doing drugs. I want to stop doing alcohol. I want to stop being, a prostitute. I want to stop doing, all of these things that people, when you're sitting with them on a one-on-one, they'll tell you, I want to change these things. The work begins with you. The work begins with you. You know what I mean? And you can't say that these aren't negative things that are held over people, because these are people that are saying, I want these things changed. When we know that things don't need to be changed, we know that they're positive, they're okay, right? But even then, you still need change after you have confronted positivity. Why? Because comfort leads you deeper into comfort, which creates less change, right? So even if you are comfortable, right? You have a good family, you got a good job, you got this and that, create changes. Create changes in your life. Even if it disturbs the way that other people's comfortability is, right? People in your life, they'll hold things over you. Family, friends, they'll hold things over you. If you're religious and you truly don't want to be religious, change that. You have the free will to change that. I've met many people who grew up in religious homes and they didn't like the fact that they had to follow all these rules to be religious. No, you don't have to. There's plenty of people who live their normal, regular life, not holding a religion over their life. It's all about being what? A good person. Be a good person. Learn how to be a good person. And you'll never completely learn how to be a complete good person. That's not what we're here in life for. We are definitely full of negative things. But the key is to understand that you're intelligent enough as a human being to learn how to not do bad things to others and to yourself. That's the difference. That's all religion teaches you, is how to be a good person. How to be a good person, how to live a good life, or how to live a life. Sorry, there's no such thing as living a good life, but how to live a life, right? And if you just take that away, take away the ability from people learning religion from the beginning of their life, they're still going to learn how to live a life. They're still going to be a human being. They're still going to learn how to be good or how to overcome being bad. It's as simple as that. But that was just an example. Don't allow comfortability to not be an expansion for you, right? Right? If you want to go out and travel and do things and your family and friends are like, I don't think that's safe. Who cares? Go out and do it anyways. Why? Because that's your life experience. It's your life experience. And the point is change, right? Most people sit in their same hometown for their entire life and say, I wish I could go to another state or another country. You've been working in your hometown for your whole life and you've never actually put that idea to the test. That's what we call comfortability. Oh, I'm okay. I'm comfortable with the job I have. Or I don't know if I'll find another job after this. Yes, you will. Life has a whole bunch of opportunities everywhere for you to find another job. Everywhere. You can find opportunities anywhere for whatever your experience is in this lifetime. You don't have to leave it at that simple point. You know what I mean? Of just like, well, I don't know if it'll ever come to that, right? Of course it will. And it can if you test that, right? But just sitting back in that comfortable position wherever you're at in life, not making changes, it's detrimental to what else you can experience in life, right? Don't be afraid to create changes, guys. If you're afraid to tell someone that you love them, get out of that. Go and tell that person, hey, I enjoy you in my life. You know what I mean? All of these things that people are so afraid of, right? If you need actual help from addictions and things like that, go and get help, man. Don't just sit around telling people I wish this would change. I wish I could not be an addict anymore. You know what I mean? No, you don't wish anything. You're not trying to create that change that you're looking for. And I know every day waking up, your thoughts change and it's hard to kind of keep on that, right? But you know, you got to get to that point to where you make those changes, right? For the betterment of your life, because change creates change. Change creates change, you know? And I don't know what the bottom the bottom one was. I'm sitting over here ranting on. Two of Swords, okay? Yeah, with the Queen of Swords. So right now you are in a very, it's kind of like you're like not disturbed, but you're the energy that's changing, right? That's trying to you know, help you to make those changes towards the things that are not fulfilling you, to try to, you know, gather the strength in you. You know, you're just like irritated right now. You're just like, I don't know what I want to do, right? You're here at these crossroads. You're like, I don't know what I want to do, but I do want these change. I do want changes. You know what I mean? That's up to you. Remember that all of that is up to you. You know, that's not up to anyone else. It's up to you. There's no wishing, there's no hoping. None of that will work. Okay? Wishing and hoping doesn't do anything. You need action from yourself saying, I'm tired today. Well, get up and do something. You know what I mean? Get up and do something. There we go with the Hierophant. Illuminating your commitment. Illuminating your commitment, right? Yeah, it's going to be hard here with the Ten of Wands. You're going to feel overwhelmed with what you're trying to accomplish, but life is overwhelming, right? All you people that have families out there, imagine all of those people that don't have families that are surviving, some even surviving better than you are, and they don't have anyone. That is what you call strength. They didn't just give up. Of course, there are people that give up on a daily basis. They'll commit suicide. They'll stop doing the things that they love to do. All of these things. Yeah, definitely giving up. But you look at those powerful people out there. Those powerful people that don't have any friends, that don't have any family, that said, hey, well, if I don't have any of this, I still have to work to complete my life experience. That's the difference for all you people that have families that are sitting around, laying around in bed, knowing that mom and dad got you, or knowing that, you know, you have a brother and sister to talk to if you have a sad day, or, you know, you can go to uncle and aunt's house if you got problems at home, you know. Yeah, those people have strength. A lot of strength. And they also have the strength not only to continue their life, but to give service to others. You'll notice people that have less money have better service than people that do, right? Better service. Right? Because they are the ones that can give you knowledge, right? Money cannot give you knowledge. Money can give you the permission slip to slide through to the front of the line. That's what money can do. But it doesn't give you the knowledge that you need as a human being to give on to other people, right? To give on to other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you were born, you know, if you were born in a nice family setting with friends that you've had for your whole life, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Life gave you that experience. Well, what I'm saying is the difference, right? The majority of people that have families, that have long time friends, they stay in their hometown and they don't change anything. They have kids, they get a house in that town, they work the same job that they've had to support their family for the rest of their life, and that's that. Right? But people who were chosen to not have any of that, they are the ones teaching you people that have families about the struggles of life, about how to change things in your life, about how to overcome problems in your life. These are the people teaching you those things. Not someone who's comfortable. Someone who's comfortable can hardly teach you anything. Because they're comfortable. There's no change implemented in the structure of their life's experience. There we go. Three of Swords. Some of y'all may be breaking up with some people as well. We got the Three of Swords and we got transformation here. Yeah. Breaking away from things, right? To create this transformation. A lot of you guys have been screaming inside, I want change, right? Never able to say it, right? Never able to say it. I've met people that were scared to talk to their family members, scared to talk to their friends about changes that they wanted because they were too religious, they were too cultural, they were too, they were too racial, right? I want a different race boyfriend or girlfriend. I want to date someone who's or be around people that are in different religions, and I want to be around people that are different races, and I want to do something different than what you guys did in that generation. All of these things people deal with, and especially if that structure is stable and it's been stable that way for their lives, it's hard to break out of that. It's hard to tell family members and friends, hey, I'm not with this anymore, bro. I have my own life. I'm my own person. I'm my own human being in this free world. This is a free life. Not even leaders up there in the government should be telling us what to do. Nonetheless, we have family and friends thinking that they could tell us where to go and how to live a life's experience that was given free to all of us. Yeah. All right, so we got the Three of Swords. All right. And the Page of Swords. Yes, there we go. Communication. Your communication it's at a beginner's level, right? It's at a beginner's level. You're like, you're slowly coming out of this phase of feeling weakened, right? Feeling weakened, coming into this emperor energy of understanding that you can create changes. No one can tell you that you can't create changes. You can create changes. You can date whoever you want. You can be wherever you want. You can love whoever you want. You can do anything what you want. Anything. No one can tell you that. No one. And a lot of people let that go over their head. That people, places, and things can dictate the happiness that they have in their life. No, not at all. Look at that. Union with oneself. Two of Cups. Yeah, the focus is on you now. Look, we got the Magician here. Straight up whipping it up in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what magicians do. That's what alchemists do. You know what I mean? We create things from nothing. Right? From nothing. Creating something from nothing. Yeah. And that comes from within yourself. Here with the Two of Cups. That's a complete union with yourself. You're cutting things off that don't help you. A lot of you guys have been around some friends for quite some time that have not been helping you. A lot of you guys have been listening to family members that have not been helping you. A lot of you guys have been in places that have not been upgrading the way that you understand your life experience. A lot of you guys have been around things that have been slowing down your progress of learning more and being more of you. Okay. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's a show of responsibility right there, guys. You know what I mean? That's that fatherly love right there, taking care of it all. You know what I mean? I got this. You know what I mean? That's that responsibility. Now, the responsibility is in your hands. What do you want to do with that responsibility is the question. What do you want to do with that responsibility? Huh? We all got responsibilities, but we all have a choice to pick and choose what responsibilities we would like to be obligated to and what we like to, put as a priority to take care of. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? There we go. We got Judgment, okay? And we have the Ace of Swords, the ultimate wish fulfillment of communication. Yes, you will get clarity as you are here at the crossroads, really just, on your knees, really just that one-on-one with yourself, you know? How do I get through this? You know? How do I create changes that I've never experienced how to change before, right? And this is a big issue for a lot of people too. They're scared of creating changes that they don't know what's going to happen after they create the change. It's not about that. Don't look at that part of it. It's not about that. Life is a random mystery. From how we got here as human beings to all of the steps that we take. No step is taken with vision. No step is taken with vision. An idea can just drop out of nowhere when you're just sad or depressed. That could be the starting of your change right there. It's all random. Take the leap of faith into the darkness. It's okay. It's okay. Don't allow people's scarcity mindsets to make you freak out and say, well, I don't want to go over here. I don't want to date this person. I don't want to experience this. I don't want to, because all of these people have had either their own experiences with it, and they tell you all of these things that are so scared to them that it makes you feel like you actually lived that experience as well, when you didn't. We all have our own different experiences. For example, if I were to go to another country, right? I see someone on YouTube getting treated like crap in a country that I'm going to go to. And I'm like, I don't know if I should go there. And then I go there and I have a completely different experience. Why? Because I'm going to be around, first of all, different people, the same people that person was introduced to in their experience. I'm not going to meet them. You know what I mean? I could meet the kindest people when I go there. You just never know. But life is about taking the responsibility and accountability of making those changes, taking the steps. You're not going to know the answer of the other side. You're not. No, none of us are. That's why we take steps through, right? Even psychics, we don't have the power to tell you about, or to tell you what the future is going to be. We have the power to tell you bits and pieces about how to get to the future and what happened in the past and what happens in the present. But we don't know after the darkness. We don't know. We can't tell you that either. That's not the position of a psychic. A psychic is to tell you the bits and pieces that we can obtain, because we only obtain bits and pieces that we're able to give to you. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Psychic, intuitive, whatever you like to call it. A psychic does not have full clarity on the future. That's why we're called fortune tellers, because we tell you bits and pieces. And the bits and pieces that you figure out for your experience is how you find the keys to your future. Duh. That's why when you look back on your past experiences, you wonder how you got to where you're at now. It's the same thing. It's just we have the power to give you bits and pieces to the next steps. You're not just sitting there wandering around, hey, what's the next step? Or being scared because no one's giving you the information of you should take the next steps. Take the next steps, guys. Don't be afraid to take the next steps. Even us psychics and intuitives and things, we don't even have the answers for our own future. We don't. Some people, they always ask me, well, if you have the abilities to see into the past, present, and future, well, then why can't you see your own past, present? Because life didn't create people with abilities to do that. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing if we had the power to do that. We would just focus on what the steps to our future is and go there. No, our abilities are not to keep to ourselves. Our abilities are to give to others of service, right? Every person that has an ability, we use our abilities to service other people, to give you guys what you guys need, right? While we go through the things that we need to go through to also give you the experience advice, right? Because psychics have their experience of their own life, right? And they also have the knowledge to help you with the experiences of your life. And that can be from things that we know or things that we don't know. But we're still able to give that to you. There's been plenty of things that I've been able to give people without knowing anything about their life, just by doing a simple reading on them. Not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading. We have death. It's that transformative energy, guys. You know what to do. Again, look at that. Second time with the Wheel of Fortune. What's to come, right? And see, you don't know what's going to come, but go through this transformation here. Don't sit at this crossroad thinking about the changes that you know you need to make. Don't sit there. You sitting there is going to lead you directly back to where you were. Don't do that. Whatever you have to do, whatever you have to say, and whatever you have to create this change, just do it. It'll make you feel a lot better later on in the future. Because why? You can't escape life's experience unless you end your own life. You can't. Unless you end your own life, you're not going to escape life's experience. I'm sorry. There's always going to be up times and down times. And if you can't figure out how to work through those up times and down times, then you're just going to be stuck in the same place. Because why? You have free will, right? You have free will to do what you want. You have free will to make your own decisions. And if you continue to keep making the same decisions that aren't changing, what do you expect? You know what I mean? What do you expect? All right. And we have the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the ultimate wish fulfillment of communication. Yeah, struggle. You're worried about how much more you need to struggle. That's not up to you. That's not left up to you here. Straight clarity for you. That is not left up to you. You do not have the right to say, well, when am I going to stop struggling? No, you just continue to work. That's it. Continue to work on your inner self. That's it. That's it. You don't have, none of us have that right to, oh, what? When is the struggle going to end? No. There is no end to the struggle. You just keep going. That's it. You keep going. Keep rowing the boat. Yeah, there's no end to this. Unless you end your own life, there's no end to life's experience. There will always be something that you need to learn. There will always be something that happens to you. There will always be something that happens to people in your life. There's always something that's going to happen. And it will continue to happen when you have kids, when your kids have kids, when your kids have kids, all of that, everything. Everybody is going to continue to have life's experiences. Everyone. But if you want to be sad and bitter when you're old, saying, well, I didn't experience anything, I didn't get to, that's up to you. You didn't want to do you didn't want to go do the hard work, right? Not the hard 9 to 5, not the hard business that you're building. No, the hard inner work. The inner work where you confront yourself and say, I was shitty for talking to that person that way. I was shitty for not, putting myself to the test. I was shitty for not taking that opportunity to go to another state or country. I was shitty. All of these things are your inner self. I'm not talking about the things that you can have with money and things. No, your inner self, the things that truly matter, right? You have $1,000 in your pocket right now, but if your life's taken, that $1,000 is going to be still in your pocket. Your life isn't. There we go. Not only was it the bottom of the deck, it's now in the reading. The King of Cups. That's your responsibility, yo. Look at that. Full clarity right there. 3 times. The ultimate wish fulfillment of communication. The universe, God, whatever you like to believe in, source, wants you to do what you need to do to create changes. Create changes. Yeah. Create changes, guys. We got 2 more here, and then we've almost gotten in 40 minutes on this. I think I started a whole chat line on this thing, huh? Sorry, guys. Look at that. You can't lie about that. Not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading. The Ace of Swords. Clarity. Truth. This is your truth. This is the honesty of what your experience is right now. The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the ultimate wish fulfillment of manifestation. You're wanting to create something so bad that you are allowing this place that you're at this crossroad, to just say, no, come on back over here. And you're like, I'm trying to move forward. And you're like, why isn't anything happening? And the past of you is just like, no, come on back here. You know what I mean? Got the weights on you and everything, right? And the simplest of it all is you saying no more. No more. It's simple. All of these things are within you. The reason why you don't want to get up and create the changes that you want to change is because of you. And that's not in a negative way. Because there are thoughts and emotions and things that disable us to make us think that we're caged this way when we're not. There's nothing caging us. It's all about how much time you want to spend going through all of the negative aspects of yourself to create that change. Seven of Wands. Standing up for yourself. And you need time to meditate on this. So go and meditate. Go and be with yourself. Go and understand that you have one life's experience. And that you can either, be that grumpy old person, or you can be that inspiring old person when you come to your elderly age, right? Because truly all of it amounts to when it gets to that point, you know. Of course, most of us right now, we're like, oh, we're young. We don't care about teaching people things, giving people advice, just telling people about our life story and things like that. Of course. Because honestly, majority of people have never been through life experiences, or they have never tried to have more life experiences than they have, right? And that is what? Going out into the darkness, right? Just doing something that you know might be difficult for you, but you know that on the way, life's gonna teach you things, but also keep you safe while you're being taught those life experiences, right? For example, if people that went out to other states and countries just on a whim, they just did it, they would have never known how to navigate through any of that without taking that life experience. They would have never known anything, you know, how to catch the plane, what kind of food to eat, where to go when you get there, how to find housing, you know, all of these things, right? That's just an example, but all of these things that you still need to learn, right? Every single one of you should know how to navigate this planet, should know how to talk to people on this planet, should know how to, you know, confront yourself when you know that you're in a negative mindset. All of these things you learn on your own. There's no one to hold your hand to put this information in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. Only you. Anyways, guys, that's all that I have. Sorry for the rant. I hope that you guys got something out of this. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.